Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Queen's Wish the Conqueror. We are still, yes, still, not once again, in the Volgates fortress. Because, okay, a couple of things happened, a chain of unfortunate events. It's really nothing too serious, but I did exit this map and return to Fort Haven when we actually got a earnings report, and I think it might be the first one we actually got after we stopped getting in, after we stopped earning any resources at all. We did make, well, I guess we're going to see it now, because I ended up reloading and unfortunately having to redo this fight. I guess the good thing is that now I knew what was coming, and what I actually did is I had the party run up to this bridge here, forcing all the scorpions and lizards through this bottleneck, and we actually defeated them with minimal usage of abilities and minimal losses at all, period. I mean, I only had to have him drink one potion. I had to heal like once during the entire fight. It was, it was so much easier. Anyway, once again shows that preparation and knowing what's going to come is, more than half the battle. Anyway, the reason why I ended up reloading is that I returned here and everything seemed fine. Everything was open. I still had the key, obviously. But as soon as I went through here, the same message about the pens happened again, even though it makes no sense because all the gates were already open. But the enemies definitely did respawn, and I was kind of forced to deal with them just to be able to open this. And obviously the fight against the bandits, where even was that? Was that in this room? No, it was down here, right? Yeah, that would have triggered again, trying to reach these two gates, these two doors that I didn't open. So yeah, turns out that even if there isn't a special message about, informing you about that it's going to happen, I always have to assume now that enemies, at least most enemies or just entire encounters, will respawn, re-trigger when we exit and re-enter a map before we have fully cleared it. What I also tried was I reloaded and went, or rather, no, I did, wait. What did I do? Yeah, I tried that again, but then I went straight through here because this path is still open and there are no enemies along the way. The enemies here only spawn when you walk through this door, apparently. Anyway, I thought there might just be another text box acknowledging our victory, and that would then finish the map. And indeed, there was something down here. We actually got an achievement, a medal, which we're now not going to say because to see on screen because it's only going to trigger once, of course. But big deal. But even after that, I tried going through here, and the enemies still did respawn. So I ended up loading my last quick save, which turned out to be before the dialogue with Castus. I confirmed that there was no other possible outcome except that he would have been, we could have offended him sooner, I guess. So what I did was the friendliest kind of dialogue that we were able to have with him. So that's that. And then, yeah, I had to redo this encounter, but it wasn't really that bad at all. So here we are. Now we can at least go freely through here, unlock this, and I had already looked at this. This is 2 piles of wood, Alright, I guess. Iron would be better, but beggars can't be choosers and all that. Now, actually, these enemies are probably going to respawn here. No, wait, they don't, because... Wait, shouldn't they? Now I managed to confuse myself. I did restart after the... I did restart before the discussion with Castus. And then I came down here. No, now I've confused myself. I must have dealt with this encounter before, just not this one. Wait, how does that make any sense? I reloaded my quick save. That was before Castus's door. Wait, is this where we found the... Oh, that's where we found... Okay, we got the key here, and then we returned to Castus. Okay, never mind. This all happened like 20 minutes ago, and I've already forgotten. That's great. There's nothing in here. Completely empty. Okay, great. And here we have more enemies. Hey, Owen Beastmaster, little Pinchy, little Scaly, and little Pokey. Okay, sure. At least this is not a fire lizard. I guess that's good. Could have bull rushed this guy, but I didn't. But he looks kind of magey, so we're gonna do that. Yes, as expected, he doesn't have that many hit points, but still, better safe than sorry. We'll have you walk up here, and I guess crowd control this sand scorpion named Lil Pokey. Alright. We'll have you attack for now. I could have cured the poison, but you know, chances are he's gonna get re-poisoned anyway, so... I'm going to make Lil Pinchy bleed and hope for Cleave, which didn't come. That's okay. I'm pretty sure this is the final encounter on this map, I guess. Because, yeah, I've seen that past here, there is none. There is no other, so we really don't have to conserve our energy at all. I'm gonna attack him again. Okay, we cleaved, but in the wrong direction, I suppose. I mean, ultimately, it doesn't really matter. I guess we can finish off... No, we can't, apparently, finish off Little Scaly like that. Poison, turns remaining 2. I mean, I guess I can do this. I guess I can do this. Actually cure my party member instead of the enemy. And then we can shoot Little Scaly. And it evaded again. Alright, okay. We evaded back, that's fine. I can walk out here and finish off the Beastmaster before they get a chance to do anything. Little Pokey's about to do something, so why don't we keep him out of commission. There we go. Okay. You know, might as well heal. I mean, we have 2 potions left. We really didn't need to do that, but... Okay. Not a terribly hard encounter. And we get an Ember Orb. Ooh. Value 75, okay. 3 and 6, better armor, same mental resistance, and an empty slot. Okay, so it's just a slightly better version. Actually, quite a bit better. Decently better. And since she doesn't have anything slotted into hers for now, might as well give that directly to her. And some extra money. Alright. Cool. I'm not sure... No, actually, neither of these rooms were locked. The only locked rooms were this one for... Was it this one or this one? Or both of these? Actually, both of these, right? I think it might have been both of these. For some extra rewards and then 2 pieces of wood up here. Okay, fair enough. And now we can finally take a proper look through here. As I said, I already saw this text box pop up, but I only glanced over it and I didn't really... I just clicked through the dialogue that followed, so I have no idea what's actually coming. Just a very vague one, I suppose. You step out of the wall gates and enter your southern vessel. The sun strikes you full on. It's very hot. I think this is also the exact moment that I got the medal originally. Anyway, there is an envoy waiting for you. A young man standing nervously at attention in the blazing heat. He watches as you approach. He has a scroll in his hand and a vertical black dash tattooed on his cheek. Interesting. So the envoy himself is an Owen. Okay. What's the implications of that? Envoy Lawson Owen. Okay. Maybe. I mean, I guess he's just been sent by the Masha, probably. He's not as a representative of the Owen. You emerge from the wall gates and step into the wall for the first time. Your eyes take a while to adjust to the blinding sun. Is it that much more blinding on the other side, or is it just because we have just spent time inside? Anyway, when you can see again, you look for warriors, an army, to fight or greet you. Instead, you see one sweaty, sunburned man. He wears light clothes, has a lone line tattooed on his face, and holds a scroll in his right hand. He looks utterly terrified. He approaches you, but for whatever reason, he doesn't bow. Greetings, Havenite. I'm Envoy Lawson Owen. I was sent from Vitasa. Okay. Huh. Did you see he must have seen an Owen run out of here. The question is whether he would betray his fellow slave, I guess. Don't be nervous. I would like to be friendly, but I'm very unlikely to succeed in making him less nervous by telling him not to be nervous. So I'm not gonna insist on my princely title. Sure. Did you see an Owen run out of here? I guess we should be pretty concerned with catching up with that guy, finding him again, and actually making him listen. I'm sorry, I saw no such thing. Of course. Yeah, well, don't be nervous. Might as well try it. I'm not nervous. I'm sorry if I seem so. He's terrified. Oh, he's not nervous, he's terrified. I'm sorry. It's easy to confuse those two. Tell me about the mark on your face, even though we know exactly what it is, but, it means I'm an Owen. Governor Alistair paid my debts, and I'm in lifelong bondage to him. In life bondage to him. Alright. I want to know more about being an Owen, I guess. Now Lawson looks incredibly uncomfortable. I'm sorry, I can only give you the message. That is my place. He desperately wants you to not ask more questions. Also, wait, this is Prince Havenite to you? Okay. I didn't even really realize that's kind of silly, honestly, but you know what. What do you want? He holds out the scroll. I was sent by Governor Alistair of Vitasa to bring this to you. He guessed that one of you would be coming... he guessed that one of you would be coming through the gates. Correctly, as it turns out. Take the scroll, yes. You take the scroll from his trembling hand and read it. Dear honored Envoy of Haven, welcome back to our land. Please join me for a meal and business in my palace in Vitasa. We can both profit. Governor Alistair. Thank you for the message. Sure, but I also would like to know more. He's not going to give me more info, I know that, but... I'm sorry, the governor made it clear that I'm only to deliver the message. He expects me to know my place. Please let me go. He says goodbye and heads west as quickly as he can manage. Alright, 150 experience, okay. So that was a decent chunk. We should be very close to leveling up, actually. Yep, 30 experience away. Okay, so one more major encounter should do the trick. Also, hey, there's a little bit more here. Some stone blocks. I would really like some iron, though. Just saying. You really want to make me happy, game? There's nothing here. And there's the report. Okay, at least we see it now on camera. And we're making money for the first time. I'm pretty sure we haven't seen how much money those two buildings, the bakery and the distillery, make for us. Unless I'm forgetting about having seen a similar report before. But yeah, it's okay, I guess. It's not a ton of money, but it's better than nothing. Right, we got some more wood that I picked up. Right, so we end up making 1 wood, 3 stone, no iron, unfortunately, 1 quicksilver, which that's something, and 30 gold. Overall, except for the slight lack of iron, that's pretty alright. We'll see how long it takes before I stop making profits again, because people lose trust in me or something, lose confidence. Anyway, well, that was that. We are now officially in the Vol. And Vitasa is just there. Okay. And I guess I'm going to meet with that governor, but obviously he's not going to be very happy about the result of that meeting, because I'm not going to give him what he wants. There is another abandoned settlement south of the massive Vol fortification. The people of the Vol are practical. Once trade with Haven ended, they left these buildings to rot away. The Vol stone is still here, covered with moss, waiting for your merchants to come and buy it. You see Vol soldiers on the road. They are no doubt uncertain. With the arrival of your soldiers, their world is about to undergo a sudden shock. Yeah, well, our soldiers are not going to come here for some time yet. They have orders to stay on the other side, so... all the Havenites they are going to see is just us. This doesn't look so good. What is this? There was a recent battle in this tiny pass. The ground is still torn up. The rain hasn't washed away the blood. A gruesome reminder that the Vol is currently torn by civil war. If Delia were here, she would be sad. She would also be making mental calculations for how this information could be used to Haven's advantage. Okay. Not too sad for practical thinking, I guess. Oh, a whole pack of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9 fire lizards. That's kind of unpleasant, especially since we're not healed at all. Okay, so this is just completely abandoned, not an actual place to enter. I see. You meet a platoon of Vol warriors, not rebels, but wearing the insignia of their nation. They are young and inexperienced. Patrolling the Haven border is low priority right now. Well, I mean, that might be about to change. They wave and approach you. Their leader is even younger than you and entirely terrified. Welcome, Havenite, to the Vol. Who are you? Why so nervous? Haven returning to Sacramento was not expected. We don't have complete orders for what to do if we meet you. Things are chaotic. Okay. I appreciate him being so open with me. I'm Prince Atantuo of Haven. The soldier is shocked. Should not be talking to you. I'm a lowly soldier. The city of Vitasa is west. They are ready to properly meet visitors of your status. A warning, though. What is the warning? There is a rebellion. You should go west. If you go south, those lands are torn by war. You might be unsafe. A rebellion. The Owen have finally rebelled. They have risen up against their rightful masters. It is a bloody, ugly business. The Masha can't stop the Owen because Haven isn't helping us. Maybe now that you are back, it will be better. How has Haven helped you? Queen Sharon of Haven, in her great wisdom, loaned power to the Masha. Kept order, and we paid for it. You know what? Yeah, perhaps these Owen are in the right. The soldiers are even more nervous. I'm sorry, traveler. We are not important people. We are not rich. We have no influence. This talk is above our station. We hope you stay in the northern lands. Safer here. Good luck. I mean, they're friendly enough, surprisingly. Okay, this must be Vitasa. Yep. Vitasa is ringed by humble farms, working the Vol's narrow strips of arable land. There is a war on, and the freemen and Owen working here are just trying to stay out of the way and safe. Avoiding strangers is a key survival strategy. They take pains to avoid you. That's fine. Oh wait, was that because I was near these without noticing? I thought it was for approaching this farmhouse. Okay, this is actually Vitasa. I see. You're just outside the Vol city of Vitasa. As vassal settlements go, it's quite impressive. The Vol live Spartan lives, but they know the importance of showing an impressive front to outsiders. Even from out here, you can sense the tension inside the town. Guards at the gates question everyone. There is a rebellion brewing to the south, and security is high. Fair enough. Right, okay. Vol gates east, Vitasa west, yep. I haven't seen any resources lying around. I also wonder how that would work, because we can't really very well send our workers in here to collect anything, right? Oh, there's a group of lizards that I would kind of like to deal with. But at the same time, probably shouldn't. I mean, 8 of them though? They can deal a lot of damage. No, I probably shouldn't. Okay, what's here? Thablin Pass southwest. Okay. Where about south? Alright, I mean, it's probably on the map. Yep, sure enough. Okay. Southwest. Oh, the pass through here, maybe? Oh yeah, Thablin. There it is. Didn't see that name for some reason. And this is... Oh, I guess these things that don't have any names assigned to them must be our currently abandoned fortresses, huh? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually. So, maybe we should visit our fortress first and reclaim that before we talk to the governor? Especially since I'm not planning to ally with him. Who are these? Okay, just more farmers, I guess. Who are you? There's an old grizzled Volt stoneworker sitting by this low fire. He's taking a break from his carving. His tools are nearby, and rows of stones in various degrees of carvedness stretch off to the north. He says, "Hello, traveler. I'm Obro. Please join me by the fire." You do. What is your business? I work the stone. It gets carted into Vitasa. I select the finest pieces and have it brought here. Then I work it into fine carvings, suitable for the best homes on Sacramentum or back in Haven. Good pitch. Thank you. I remember when I was an apprentice and my master sold his work to Havenites. They dealt fair, paid their debts, and had good taste. I remember. Okay. So at least Haven is generally, or maybe not generally, but it seems to be fondly remembered by some at least. That's good to know. Are you an Owen, a Masha? He points at his cheek. Do I bear the mark? No, I am good at business. I have avoided falling into debt, so I am not an Owen. I also do not want Owen for my own. It is not my way. Okay, good to know that there are people who think that way. Can I buy something from you? I sell fine building supplies, intricate carvings. Not something useful for your forts here, but he pulls a stone from his pouch. It's a little larger than your fist. A strange, pearly, glittering material, unlike anything you've ever seen. I found this in a shipment of marble. I don't know what to do with it, but it is unique. I will give it to you for 50 coins. What does the rock do? I don't know. It glitters? I only know I've never seen one before, and I've been working stone for a long time. I mean, he seems honest. He might be trying to trick me, but you know what? Sure, I'll buy your rock. Huh, you received glitterstone. You pay him. You get the rock. It's slightly warm to the touch. I mean, it would be, since this entire land is very warm, but you know. You put it in your pack. Can I buy something else from you? I sell fine buildings. Okay, good day. Safe travels. Drink lots of water. The heat sneaks up on you. Thank you. I've gained minus 50 coins, but also plus 1 glitterstone. Okay. Not quite as valuable as the null rock, but well, we'll see if we can find some kind of use for that. For both of those. Oh, what about you? There are docks northwest of Vitasa. They're pretty humble. The nations of Sacramentum do trade with each other, but not much and mainly by sea. Yeah, but if they trade mainly by sea, then shouldn't the docks still be a little bit larger? I don't know. Merchants and soldiers bustle around, dickering and hauling goods. You pass without comment. Strangers are coming here. Are they, though? There is a merchant sitting by the fire near the docks. She's just unloaded a shipment of goods from all around Sacramento. When you approach, she is happy to trade with you. She may not like Haven, but she loves gold. I guess I have a couple of things to sell here. Like this, for example. Yeah, we definitely don't need 2 of those. Or this, I guess. Alright. I mean, that being said, we'll have better armor that is also socketable. I gave her the non-socketable, but slightly better baseline armor. I think that's fine for now. Let me see your wares. Yes. Volt chain helm. No socket. Volt sight blade. No socket. Damage is good, for sure. I mean, I would really like to see a good spear, though. I think that this basic spear is really not cutting it. It's also not piercing it very well. I guess it's decent, but it definitely feels like for the danger he's getting himself into for being at the front, he's not dealing a ton of damage. I don't know. I guess the occasional cleave kind of makes up for it, but still. Piles of wood? For 30? Nah. So yeah, ultimately it comes down to no one really needing this. I mean, wait. This has built-in plus 3 physical damage, which presumably will also affect range attacks. Right? I mean, right now her sword has an augmentation of plus 1 physical damage. It seems to be the exact same kind of bonus. So in theory, she might benefit from this quite a bit. It is somewhat expensive too. You know what? I'm going to trust the game here and assume that this is actually good. There's a plus 1 to physical damage in here, so I'm not going to sell this quite yet. I think I want to probably take out that augment, just in case I can use it for something else. Yeah, technically I could do some experimentation and figure out if it actually affects her bow damage. I feel like it probably will. Anyway, okay. Yeah, the helmet we don't really have a use for, I don't think so. Also, we spent quite a bit of money. Still have 500. Definitely not looking as bad as it looked only a short time ago, but I'm gonna be a bit careful not to spend too much. Right. Maybe this was a pretty worthwhile little encounter here. Okay, is this our fortress then? Yes. You're close to the ruins of Fort West Bay, one of Haven's 7 outposts on Sacramento. Though it was abandoned decades ago during the calamity, it is very well preserved. The stone buildings sat undamaged in the dry weather. A good sweeping and they'll be ready for your forces to move in. And Haven is ready for it. South of the fort you see a huge camp of your people. Oh, so they've already started coming in here. I was under the impression that none of us had actually ventured into the wall yet. Oh, okay. General Aquila has been sneaking workers and supplies into Vol lands. A lot of them. Many in the Vol want Haven to return. Alright. They're camped to the south of the empty fort now, waiting for your orders. Alright, okay. I was just beginning to think whether I'd need to actually make some kind of, meet some kind of arrangement with either this guy or maybe a leader of the Owens or someone else before I would be able to reclaim any of the forts, but apparently not. You approach this camp. There are a bunch of Haven workers sitting by the fire, fanning themselves to keep cool. One old man rises, approaching you, and kneels. He says, "I'm Chief Gervin. General Aquila sent us out here. We are ready to work. We can reclaim Fort West Bay now. We just need the order." I mean, you could have started working on it without the explicit order. That would have sped things up, but all right. How did you get here? We just traveled. The Volt's soldiers ignored us. I suspect the general already made a deal with Vitasa. Not my business, of course. Okay. What will the Vol think of us rebuilding this fort? I think they will welcome it. The Mashas want us to win their war for them and make them all rich. He shrugs. I'm just following my orders anyway. Right. Anyway, I give the order. Get to work. Yay! We actually leveled up. I'm not sure how much experience we got, but we got enough. More than 30, apparently. Gervin turns and says, "You heard the prince? Get to work." The sweaty, dusty soldiers and craftsfolk rise to their feet. Then they stroll into the ruins of Fort West Bay. You can now collect resources from mines you control in this region. You can now recruit Vol characters in your forts. Right. They have new special abilities. So recruit a character, enter the fort, and press the Edit Party button. I mean, again, I already feel bad about whoever I'm going to end up kicking out of the party. But, I mean, it's mostly going to be cosmetic anyway. Assuming that new party members don't start at level 1. I've actually been thinking about this, wondering about this. I mean, we're going to know for sure in a few moments from now, but yeah, with everyone leveling at the exact same pace, unlike in the Vernum series where there was a lot of randomness, or I guess not a lot, but some randomness to experience numbers and thus character levels. Yeah, character levels are completely fixed here, even fixed, in terms of how much experience you can even gain throughout the game, unless there are repeatable things that do reward experience later on, but so far nothing indicates that kind of thing. So anyway, my guess is that party members are always going to be the same level as the main character, or, as any character. If not, that would, I don't know, that would clearly incentivize rushing to get into at least one of the vassal nations. And I don't know if the game would really encourage that much. Well, either way, we're going to know soon enough. Now that you have rebuilt one of your forts, it is a good idea to install shops into it. This is how you get stronger equipment, stronger characters, and the best equipment. For example, building smithies enables you to get far better weapons and armor. Yes, in fact, don't I already have something to place? A carpenter. Right. Yeah, we don't really have enough to support another smithy. I wonder what happens when you don't have the resources to pay the upkeep for a building, for all of your buildings. Will the game choose one of them to just stop functioning until you're able to pay the upkeep? I mean, we have the carpenter, might as well place it. We do have plenty of wood. We also all did level up, that's true. Actually, let's see here. Oh, wow. Wait. We're 130 experience into our current level. So we gained 160 experience. Nice. We need only 170 more. So wait, I could have sworn the previous level took more than 300, but this one obviously does. Did I just miscalculate, or did I just misremember? I must be misremembering because, well, I don't know. Either way, we did get a bunch of experience for this, so that's good. Very good to know. Yes, we leveled up. Should I do it right away? Bull Rush deals more damage. I mean, I guess I might as well improve it. What about these, actually? Now that I've unlocked a highest tier skill, I wonder if I should maybe do this. Passive provides a damage bonus to all allies within 4 spaces. I mean, the thing is, if he's rushing forward, more often than not, this is not actually going to have an effect. But then again, what I can do, level 2 doubles the damage bonus. I mean, that's nice. I wish it also doubled or increased the radius. Can I not take this back? Wait, I thought... Oh, you just left-click it again. Derp. Haven's Mercy. Powerfully heals and cures all allies. I mean, having an additional party cure... It costs 3 though, and him not being a mage, he doesn't really have that much energy to use. This also costs 3. Haste and blesses all allies. I mean, I think I'm gonna go with this. It might not come into effect always, but 4 spaces isn't that little. And I guess we'll often actually take advantage of this, so that's probably still quite beneficial. And you know, it's also a unique skill to him, so I feel kind of obligated to actually at least give it a try. I mean, we can always respec too, which, you know. Yeah, she doesn't have any cultural skills, but the thing is, I definitely want an Ariel mage, right? It's kind of recommended. It seems to make sense too, thematically. So I'm going to replace her with an Ariel eventually. So, do I want a Vol archer? Basically a Vol warrior, specializing in archery. I guess it makes most sense. Wait, no. Who were the guys with the poison special ability? I guess I'll see. So I'm going to either replace her or Terrence, I guess. With a functionally identical, maybe functionally slightly more diverse because of extra cultural skills character. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel a little bit bad because I've kind of, you know, relied on these people so much, but you know, it really makes no difference whatsoever in terms of gameplay. And I can always, you know, just have my headcanon be that they have served me so well that I allow them to retire early. You know, they get commendations for their especially great services to the Prince of Haven, you know, and I don't know, they can have a good life, free of any kind of danger and excitement. I'm sure that's actually a good thing for them. So I really don't need to feel bad, is the bottom line. Anyway, support no. Before I, you know, until I'm ready to actually make that decision though, who gets replaced, I'm gonna still look at these skills, which should be the same for the new character anyway, and I can just replicate this. I do like this ability here. So making it deal more damage seems like a good idea. If I increase this, for example, it will give me a skill to deal really heavy damage, though. I wonder if that isn't better. Still going to mostly use this for its utility and not for the extra damage. So I think for now I'm actually going to increase this for the extra damage bonus. For her, who's not going to be replaced now. I could go with the evasion. No, I mean, I will also get evasion, but I could go with the reduced aggro. It's probably not a terrible idea. I could also actually increase the shock damage, which would make it a lot more efficient. About 25% more efficient, I'd say. 1 turn longer. Not terrible. Actually, this is a decent single target, a very decent single target crowd control spell. Or, well, not crowd control, but single target control, I guess. Majory. So unfortunate that this does not affect damage, just healing blessings and curses. Honestly, I've not really been using Cold Bones much at all. What I could do is replace that with weakness and give that a try sometime. Or I could even... I mean, I don't really see myself using this a ton either. So maybe instead I'm going to go with this and make Icy Wave, you know, deal at least a bit more damage, so it's a little less inefficient. Still leaves the question, do I improve one of her low-cost spells to be more efficient, or do I improve the Fireball even more? I mean, its damage is nice, though, you know, being able to freely target it is really nice. Slow lasts 5 turns longer. You know what? That's honestly tempting. I do like the slow spell. I think it actually is quite useful. Not quite as good as outright, you know, dazing, stunning people, but it's tough. There are many good choices, which is a good thing. I also have the Shockwave that I could unlock. Damages and stuns in a cone-shaped area. Right. This outright stuns a group of enemies. Construct, I would like to give it a try, but I'm sure, even if it's a lot better than the skeleton, I'm not going to end up using it much. So, what will it be? Better Time Warp? Better Shock? I kind of want a more powerful magical attack. Because all of her attacks, even the AoE attacks, feel a little bit weak. Now I've improved 2 of them. Yeah, I guess that's a good thing. For you, last but not least, we can finally give you a top tier skill. Restoring Rain, heals all allies, and cures poison, bleeding, and curses. Right, this one is... Oh, that's the same thing, okay. Battle Frenzy, hastes and blesses all allies. I mean, it's basically the same thing. These are basically the same thing as the Prince's cultural skills, aren't they? Silence Foe. Was there anything? No. I should get one of these. Battle Frenzy, hastes and blesses all allies. Basically replacing this one, right? And the yeah, okay, increases duration by 4 turns. That's actually quite amazing. It does cost 2, sure, but it sounds really powerful. I'm gonna go with that. Yeah, we do have a healing wave, you know, a group healing spell. This one, no doubt, is more powerful, but then again, wait, it costs the same thing, so maybe it doesn't heal for more, but it has the added effect of curing, of course, but we haven't really had much of a need for a mass cure so far. So I think we should be fine without that. And if not, you know, we can always respec, so there's that. Also, let's actually take a look at the party, and why don't we just create a new character. Warrior from the Vol has special abilities that protect your group from enemy attacks. Oh, okay, so the Okatish are the ones with the poisoning special abilities, right? Actually, I can see it right here, despite not being unlocked. Yes. Oh, wait, I thought it was poison, but it's bleeding, apparently. Alright, fair enough. And the Ariel can charm enemies and liberate you from mental control of enemies. Okay, that's actually... that second aspect could also definitely be very useful. Especially while in the Ariel lands. Anyway, Protect your group from enemy attacks. So maybe it's gonna be... maybe he's actually going to be our healer. He or she, I suppose. I haven't really thought about it. I mean, I want to make my custom party members actually, you know, customized as far as that's possible. There's not a ton of customization that's possible, unfortunately. You can basically choose the skin color. I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna swap him out for a woman, who I'm going to name after, as I always do, or not always, as I usually do, often do, after one of my many World of Warcraft characters that I've had over the years. And oh god, that's... never mind. Oh, and I've rebound keys. Derp. Okay. How do I do this? No, not like that. Is there a way for me? I rebound the A key. Hold on a sec. Okay, thankfully it's pretty easy to just temporarily disable the hotkeys. So, Kithara, named after one of my many World of Warcraft characters, who's, you know, by herself, in herself, renamed after, or named after a character from a book. Well, not technically a book, but close enough. Anyway, oh, what's she actually look like? Not that it really matters that much. I mean, she's from the Vol, right? And since I've seen many of the Vol people who look surprisingly pale, but technically the Vol people should be dark-skinned, right? So I'm gonna go with that. So face really, again, comes down to how silly do you want them to look? I mean... yeah, sorry, Terrence. I guess you're just a very happy guy, but... I think I'm just gonna go with a lame, neutral-ish expression. That's an interesting variant. Oh, it's a little bit... nah. You know what? I mean, there aren't that many options. Honestly, this can work. She looks nothing like the character she's named after, but you know, sure. Now let's actually take a look at her skills. Wait, we don't do that here. Never mind. Okay. And yeah, you just replace Terrence. Wait, what was it? What did I call him before? Or did I call him Terrence? I don't know. Wait, no, that's not how it works. How do we... wait, remove from party, add to party. There we go. Okay. Ordering the roster is unrelated. Okay. So, I mean, honestly, do I want her to be bald? At first I thought that was alright. Okay, we do have all the skill points to spend too. That is good to know. Let's take a look at the actual Vol abilities before I decide whether she should be wearing a wig. Spell shield. Okay, provides a spell shield. Magical evasion. Oh, physical evasion. Okay, so both kinds. And Tower of Might. A 5% chance. Oh, that's passive too. Oh, this is nice. I like passive bonuses. Again, it's... I mean, the rest of the party should be relatively close together at most times. So, even if Atantuo might be outside of the reach of this effect, which, you know, he would be the one to benefit most from that. But still, if the rest of the party is protected, I mean, I guess they're gonna be shot at, and with arrows and magic a lot still. So this seems like a good thing to have. But for now, I'm going to give her the same skills that Terrence had. Right, so this, and I mean, honestly, I've never really used speed much. But yeah, doing this doesn't help. You have to put 2 points into this. 10 points, 1 character. I mean, I suppose... Did I really fully realize that this is not just for herself? But that this can be used to teleport another character somewhere? Obviously, that would help a lot to reposition someone who's being locked in place, more or less, by enemies. To teleport my warrior right into the middle of the enemies where he needs to be. You know what? Let's give that a try. Sure. She doesn't have to be an exact copy of Terrence, obviously. I did use Disruption once. I guess, yeah, it's cheap enough that I can see myself using it occasionally. Alright, there we go. Now, of course, I mean, I feel like I need to do this. This is just so good. It also does increase energy a little bit. I would really like to put at least a point into this. But there are many things that I would like to do. I would like to increase the basic healing. Buffing Inspiring Cry would also not be a bad thing, because as it is, it doesn't last terribly long. 4 extra turns would be nice. I mean, upgrading Curing and Disruption doesn't seem that amazing. Speed is probably quite useful, and I arguably should have used it more, but, then again, Terrence didn't have a ton of energy to use. So, I always felt like I needed to preserve a good amount of that limited energy to healing, and so I was kind of conservative with using my buffs in the first place. Anyway, now we have our first custom party member, for what it's worth. I don't know, she does look kind of weird without hair, though. At first I thought it was okay. Honestly, it probably is. You know what? I made a decision, and for some reason, it looks less weird up close. Just seeing her there in the party list looks kind of weird. I don't know. I'm gonna get used to it. That's fine. She has no hair. She doesn't need it. It's warm enough where she's from. Yeah, so that was that. Man, that took a long time, as expected, I guess. Probably should have put more thought into this beforehand to avoid this kind of situation. But it's done is done. What do we have here? Chief's Hall. All right. Do we have a chief? I guess. Oh, maybe the guy we talked to outside. Gervin. Yes. Okay. Of course. Hold on a second. Anyone else in here? There are things to read. There's Sage Albanin. All right. Oh, and this leads outside. Nak Snooch. Is that a name? Hidden Soldier. Oh, hello. Wait, that's not mine. Sure. Wait. Shouldn't it be mine by definition? Oh well. Apparently not. Alright, okay, for now I'm not gonna steal from my own people, as much as it pains me. Alright, let's go talk to Chief Gervin. The chosen chief of Fort West Bay is an old hand, one of the stony professionals who have kept Haven running and vessels in line for centuries. When you enter, he automatically rises and kneels. He is showing respect. His actual respect will have to be earned. He grunts, "Welcome, Prince. I'm Chief Gervin. Fort West Bay has been established and I'm ready to give report." "Give me your report, Chief." He returns to his seat. As expected, Vitasa gave General Aquila no troubles getting supplies and soldiers out here. We are well positioned, far from the worst battles of the rebellion. Vol merchants are stopping by now. They are being very polite. There is a lot of suspense. Suspense why? The Vol is experiencing a civil war. On one side, the Masha, the rich and the owners. On the other, the Owen, the owned, who are fighting for independence, freedom, economic reforms, and standard list. The standard list, yes. The war is in a stalemate. Haven's fine soldiers could help either side win. Everyone is wondering if we will continue our old policy toward this vessel. I mean, okay, we're continuing this trend of asking, the same questions that have been answered half a dozen times at least before. But sure, what policy would I continue? Queen Sharon supported the Mashas and kept them in power. They paid Haven very well for the aid. And they're looking to me to solve this problem? Of course, who in a war would turn down immediate victory? He sounds oddly bored talking about all this, as if he's reading from a shopping list. Yeah, I guess he's seen this exact same thing happen way too many times already. Could you really ever get used to this kind of situation to the point of being bored by it? I mean, honestly, if that's actually true for him, he should not be doing this job, in my opinion. But oh well. I mean, generally, I don't want to tell other nations what to do, but I just can't sit idly by and let this happen. I guess, for all I know so far about the other two lands, I would probably be okay with not interfering too much with their traditional ways, but this just seems wrong. What do you think I should do? Now he's surprised. That is the first time one of your rank actually asked my opinion in such a high matter of state. There are so many factors, such complexity. I'm flattered greatly, Prince. Now please let me know what Fort West Bay can do for you. You know that he never actually answered the question, yeah. I mean, it's kind of dumb. Alright, whatever. I want to learn about the Vol. You're surprised by how much this question surprises Chief Gervin. Know about them? I suppose I can tell you what I know. I don't usually learn about the vassal nations I serve in, just enough to run the fort and follow the orders. Wow. Again, he should not be doing this job. If he's so utterly disinterested in, in everything. That's just not good. Tell me about the people of the Vol. I would refer you to Sage Albinin. Our sages tend to do more collecting of intelligence. Yeah, they might also just have more intelligence. I don't know. She could provide more insight than this old soldier. Alright, what is the history of the Vol? History? I guess they have a lot of it. Tragic stories of the harsh, hot sands swallowing up cities, that sort of thing. It's an unpleasant place. Then again, every vassal always wants to fill your ear with how horrible their lives are. Right, I kind of get the idea here. I want to know about the Owen and the Masha. Ah, there is the unavoidable business. It's a standard vassal squabble, common really. Still requires attention and judgment to untangle it in the most productive way. I don't have any opinions on it. How have you seen similar situations play out with other vassals? We pick a side, help them win. Then, as long as they live up to the conditions of their treaty with us, they can do what they want. Within reason, of course. Right. I was kind of hoping for, actual examples and not just commonplaces like that, but... What if I ordered you to have an opinion? I mean, I suppose I could do that. I would ask you for a briefing of the situation. You will tell me enough that I would figure out your opinion. You would tell me enough that I would figure out your opinion. Then I would have that opinion. Alright. How can you not have an opinion about such a big thing? Yes, it is making me a little bit upset, honestly. It's just... Yes, the game is not... I don't know. I guess it's just some kind of running gag that the game is not going to... it's not even handing me solutions or anything. It's just, a running gag that no NPC in this game is ever going to make any clear statements and make any clear recommendations. It's all just going to be... All just going to be infuriatingly vague. And I'm not really sure if there's a good reason for that. I mean, I could still make my own decisions as a player, either just following my own moral compass and my own gut feeling, or role-playing a character that I chose the prince is supposed to be, despite everyone telling me their explicit opinions on things. Whatever. It's not a great idea for a chief like me to get too involved in the matters of the vessels. Haven always tries to leave vessel religions and traditions alone. The only exception is if they have a practice so gruesome or intolerable, like slavery, that we absolutely can't stand to be near it. I mean, I guess he's talking about things like child sacrifices more than, slavery, but... Anyway, what would be an intolerable situation? Mass human sacrifice, that sort of thing. Oh, I guess small-scale human sacrifice is fine, so long as it doesn't hinder, or, our trade profits. Whatever. Then we use our soldiers to force them to stop. Happily, when a situation gets this bad, or that bad, they're usually happy to be forced to stop. Right, I guess most people would be, except for the people doing the sacrificing. Anyway, tell me more about yourself. I mean, I really don't want to know, but sure. Well, I was going to retire. Then Queen Sharon sent for me. Since a Prince of Haven would be on this miserable land, she wanted to make sure the best were here to help. For some reason, she thought that included me. Surprised I got this post. It's a valuable one. You were going to retire? Yes. I'm not sure how I felt about that. I do have 2 grandchildren I could chase around. Then again, what is better than serving Haven and keeping us strong? It's an honor to be here. At least he seems honest enough about that aspect. So my mother spoke with you personally? She did. A full audience in the palace. It was something. Had to buy new clothes. Oh, okay. I see. She's very serious about the Sacramentum project. The calamity happened during her rule. She wants to make up for that defeat. Yes. So this is a valuable post? Oh, yes. All chiefs are allowed to engage in a certain amount of graft and mild corruption. Okay. Makes up for all the low pay. For our low pay. Trade with the Vol was very profitable, so serving here is a good step for a chief who wants a good amount of coin. You are... I don't know. I like you less and less, the more I talk to you. It's unfortunate that I won't be able to do anything about this. It's not like I can fire him or anything. Oh well. Wait, don't you want to be wealthy? But he literally said that he's doing this for the money. And this makes no sense. I didn't completely misunderstand everything that he was talking about, right? Certain amount of graft and mild corruption. I mean, he says that the pay is low, but he also says that he sees many opportunities to make coin on the side. So he emits a little cough. Turns out I managed to accumulate a fair amount of gold in my many other postings. I don't really care about the money I can make here. Huh, okay. He pauses. Maybe that is why the Queen selected me. She's a wise one. I want to make this fort stronger. I guess that much is true. Of course, Prince. We have enough resources to defend ourselves. However, if you want more resources and safer roads, I can provide our intelligence. For example, we have a good opportunity to get a new source of stone. I'd be more interested in iron, actually, but... I mean, we don't really need any more stone, but I guess we will, eventually. Sure, I suppose we can use more. The thing is, if I tell him that we don't need stone right now, maybe he'll tell me about something else. I'm gonna try that. Agreed. Stupid stone. Who needs it? Anything else, Prince? Okay, never mind. No? I asked about those things before. Right. Sure, I suppose we can use more stone. New quest, Chief Gervin. Huh. Why is it named after him? Fortunately, Haven actually owns a quarry near here. It's called the Blasted Pit. That sounds promising. I sent scouts there. There were no soldiers there, but signs of monster activity. If it was reclaimed, I could hire workers to extract stone for us. Right, where is this quarry exactly? Due south of here. I made sure our scouts repaired the signs. Right, you really call it the Blasted Pit? Havenites are not a poetic people. I understand that the place is a volcanic fumarole. The name fits. Are we entitled to the stone? Abelin's records say it was bought from Thablin before the calamity. It is still ours by terms of our treaty. Alright. What should I do when I'm there? I mean, duh. Take out the monsters that are no doubt abundant in that place. pick up everything that's remotely valuable to me, and then report my success. Just clear out the monsters. Queen Sharon told me that you were given considerable powers and wanted to practice them in pits like that one. I would not deny you the opportunity. Oh, that's nice of you. Alright, cool. I guess we have a new quest. That's something. It is on the map. Okay, that's down there. I see. Alright. Well, I'm gonna end the episode here. There are a bunch more people to talk to here. Also, maybe a thing or two to discover in the fort itself, although it's probably mostly empty and waiting for me to fill it with more functional buildings. If I can, I would like to... Well, let's see here. I can buy a smithy. I can't afford the supply. The thing is, it might not... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna buy one. I can do that. I wonder if it's not going to allow me to place it, if that would cause me to go over, you know, my upkeep cost to go over what I make. That would actually be a decent way to avoid that kind of difficulty in the first place, wouldn't it? Well, I'm gonna give that a try next time. Either way, I would like another smithy, but it seems like until I can find another source of iron, it's not gonna happen, unfortunately. But yeah, as I said, we have many people to talk to here. We have a quest to deal with, but before I deal with that, I'm going to go visit Vitasa and do more talking there, I suppose, and we'll see how our meeting with the governor is going to go. For the time being, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.